that V6 for the EV, riding around my city. You should come right with me, yeah. Feel me if you hear me, sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world a makeover. Time never stops, no the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see.
Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, analysts? Can y'all hear me? Yeah. We in this thing, dog. In this thing, your boys over here, man. Hold on, put the music down. Oh, my speaker. Oh, snap. I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing, but guess what? It doesn't matter. We in this thing, baby. Them boys with 4. What's that? 4 in a row? 5 in a row? 4 in a row? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Man, talk to me, man. Y'all know I'm over here. You know I'm hawked up, man. I'm hawked up. You feel me? Look at that. Got that Dejounte, that 5. You heard me? I got that 5. You know, I got my young guy. You know, I got the PG1 right there. Y'all know, we hawked up over here. Taliban, man. Y'all know. But yo, check it. Great win, man. Great freaking win by the guys on the road. I said it, man. When Trey is a playmaker, he is such more dynamic when he ain't just out there trying to score all the time. Man, he did his thing tonight, man. He looked like a real point guard, like leader type dude. You feel me? And then that dog. That dog 5, boy. Man, dog. 5 hit some clutch shit tonight, man. 5 hit some clutch shit. We start off the game good, man. I thought we was gonna get another wire-to-wire win, but we tricked it off. Third quarter, they took the lead. We did fight them off as hard as we could. I ain't gonna front. Your boy was kind of scared when Trey sprained that ankle. I was like, we is in trouble. So luckily he came out. Hopefully that's not it. He played on it, so I'm probably assuming it's nothing major. You know what I'm saying? But man, great win, man. Talk to me, man. What you thought about the game tonight, analyst? Damn, why I can't hear nobody?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. I thought it was obviously every win is. I won't say everyone is good, but this was just a good win for us tonight. I think I thought first quarter we came out with the urgency. Y'all know that I've been talking about for a while. Us not coming out with the sense of urgency we need to come out with, and we came out with the urgency. I thought early on. I said, listen. I before the game started, I said, we got to figure out a game plan for Luka. I said, we got to take the ball out of his hands. I knew Spencer Dinwiddie was tough, but we got to take the ball out of his hands. We took the ball out of his hands. I give Nate credit. He came out with the game plan to take the ball out of Luka's hands. Obviously, Spencer did what Spencer did. But listen, I tell you what, early on in that first quarter, I thought Hunter and Murray were late on a lot of switches that caused some open threes. So I saw Bertans get a 3. I saw Finney Smith get an open 3, but we adjusted. I would have liked to have seen JJ a lot more. But overall, listen, Murray cooked today. He played his game. It seems like whenever he has a bad stretch or a bad compilation, plays, he always comes back, and he comes back in the biggest time. Trey just played another under control game. I think he, and let me know if you saw this too, Juan. I think Trey, now this is just off of this game. I think he might have put that me versus Luka stuff to bed, and he might have just been like, let me just be somewhat the bigger person, and let me go out here and try to get this win. I know Luka probably came out, was like, it's showtime. And Trey was like, yeah, it's showtime. He's out. I want this win too. I thought, we went out there and we did that, and his playmaking was great. Some of those passes to Capella, passes to John. I thought John was solid. Missed a couple defensive rebounds, but for the most part, solid. Bogey was, bad in the first half, good, pretty solid in the second half. The defense was just a tad better. Who else? AJ, I thought, he was there tonight. He was there. I just wasn't great, but he was there. But listen, third quarter, I was nervous. I was upset. I was upset at the players. I was upset at Nate. Because I was just clueless on why we went away from the trap in that third quarter. While we were just trying to guard him one-on-one, I said, bro, we about to get smoked by Luka. We try to guard him one-on-one. But listen, we went back to it. It worked. I'm glad we got this done. That's 4 in a row against quality ball clubs. 1 back-to-back involved in it. And we'll head back home next game for the Knicks.
What's your thoughts, Mike?
All right. Just want to say real quick before I forget it though, but before I go into like my full thoughts. Analyst question. Did we start the game out trapping Luka?
Yeah.
We started out trapping Luka? I mean, I ain't see it like that though. But
we didn't, not the first play, but the first quarter we were trapping him pretty good.
I mean, I just feel like with players or things in general, and teams do the same thing with Trey. You just don't do the same thing throughout the whole game, like just straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little easier for him to just break that down. And then when we did kind of go away from it for the minute in the stretch that I recall when you're talking about it, they were actually killing us when he was making the play. You know what I'm saying? When he was just passing the ball, they were making the right plays to killing us. And I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't too detrimental to me or whatever. Like you said, the correction and stuff and going back to it later, it was there. And then even so, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Which is a great player gonna do. Like Trey would do that too if he playing the exact same defense the whole time. You see how they went to zone at a time, you know what I'm saying, when they didn't necessarily play zone the entire time. Like that's going to happen, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And you kind of, pick your spots or whatever. And then too, noticing what Dre was kind of in foul trouble or whatever, that's who you kind of gonna go one-on-one or try to do it with him. So he's not there, you might do the trap. And then there's times where he let DJ didn't really start getting on him until the fourth quarter, at least when I noticed or whatever. And DJ would kind of be on the ball and see him and stuff like that, kind of in a sense one-on-one to an extent. But yeah, man. Overall though, I mean, it was a great game, man. I feel like this win streak it's 5 straight when Trey Young is played, because he didn't play that Bucks game or whatever, and that's the game that we had lost before the 4 straight wins and everything like that. Trey Young's playing good basketball now. He's playing superb basketball, man. He's playing the way he need to be. And like today, I was just laughing listening to like Jeff Van Gundy them talk, because they were saying certain things, and I was just like, been saying this crap all season, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Number one, you know what I'm saying, they already kind of going over the roster thing or whatever. It's like, as a coach and everything, like that's kind of like doing stuff with your hand behind your back. You got to kind of make stuff work and everything like that. So that got to kind of be understood. It's like come off Nate a little bit with that. Trey, I feel like I was saying earlier on, or at least I can show that I brought it up in like New Pack, but I've said like I felt like Trey early on, his shots, also to like his efficiency being down. It was due to like I felt like he wasn't just like straight up and down in his shots or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at AJ Griffin, it is never a moment when AJ Griffin shoots a jump shot that he is not fundamentally sound from like literally head to toe. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like when you watch him, he is completely straight and fundamental every single time. I feel like Trey was a lot of loose in his mechanics and like casual and stuff throughout early on. And they mentioned and said that like he got with his shooting coach. Y'all noticed that too. He got with his shooting coach, not necessarily a staff member during the season. But again, we be trying to stress the fact that it's like y'all be talking about developing this now. Like, don't y'all know these guys pay other people to do this and everything like that to develop and work? It's kind of weird to an extent. But a lot of the development is off season, and off season these guys be working with other people that's not on, you know what I'm saying, the organization's paid, you know what I'm saying, role and everything like that. I mean, it's kind of a combination too. But they said literally on air. But I'm saying they literally said on air that Trae Young got with his shooting coach and he put in extra work to get back to like, and they literally said that about him being on balance and stuff. I was like, see, I mean, I can see that jump myself or whatever. But it's good to know that he made the adjustments and everything like that. His shot attempts has come down. You still getting fun watching Trae Young, but that's what some of us have been saying is like, we can't win with our point guard necessarily taking 30 shots or something like that, or so many shots per game. He has to be efficient and run the game. He is getting he is at that mode, and I always point to the stretch that we need him at from when we fired LP throughout the Eastern Conference Finals run. That's the Trae Young that we need on a consistent base at his base level that he continues to mature off of. When he's there, yes, that is superstar Trae Young, and confident that like, man, we can kind of do whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's giving consistent effort on defense because he's giving consistent effort. Because a lot of people say, oh, it's like, no, it's not about him stopping people. He can get deflections, yes, but from his effort, because you remember, like, I know everybody's seen this. I've seen plenty of times in the past when Trae Young die on screens. Like, he won't even try. Like, the screen come, he just, I'm not even finna try nothing. I'm just going to stop and point. You know what I'm saying? But he's not doing that right now. He's not just stopping and pointing. He's literally trying to stay the person. And because if he's trying, he's literally, I think, probably the last few games for sure, it's been an offensive foul picked up when somebody trying to screen him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't happen if Trae Young doesn't try to get over the screen. Because he's giving that effort, things like that comes into play and everything. DJ balling, man. Great. A lot of people are mad about the dim star thing, but I know me personally, I call them a half a star. You know what I'm saying? It's not, probably not necessarily here on the store on on this show and everything like that. But I refer to him as a half a star when kind of comparing us to, I say, the top 4, top 5 teams in the East that we're gonna come up against. They got a little bit more star power. You know what I'm saying? Dallas don't necessarily have that star power. They got Luka, and then they got some kind of other guys that's fringe and kind of can do some things. A lot like us, but DJ is basically more than, in a sense, the rest of them or whatever. I mean, yeah, he's more than the rest of them. He's actually an all-star. Dinwiddie ain't never, been an all-star. Christian Wood, a nice player and everything like that, though, but they not, DJ. But, yeah, I don't want to keep going on and everything like that, but I think it was a good game overall, man. Nate is coaching well. I think Nate is still doing what he's been doing or been saying what he's been saying, but what I've always tried to do is put onus on the players. The players have to go out there and execute and play ball. And I feel like the players are doing that a lot more. And that train of playing correct basketball is being led by Trae Young. And that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good. That's great. Like, that's what we need. And like, it's crazy. Like, we need drama every single year for Trae Young to act right. Like, hated on Trae Young is right, Trae Young. That's all I got.
What's your thoughts on tonight's game, Juan?
So Mike said a lot, and analysts too. He captured a lot of high points. But I start off my little neato stat of the night. Hawks are shooting almost 50% from the 3 in the last 4 games. I repeat, the Hawks are shooting almost 50% from 3 in the last 4 wins, and we're making an average about 12 to 13 threes a game. That is tremendous strides from what we were shooting at the beginning of the game. And Trae Young has 9 steals in his last 3 games. Points to what Mike was saying. When he's giving consistent effort, it translates into the team playing better overall, man. Very entertaining game from start to finish. I thought Luka was about to go for about 40 or 50 the way he had like what 19, 18 in like the first, no, sorry, like 15 in the first quarter. I was like, man, this dude about to go off, man. And I was like, we got to put some bodies on him. I don't like that the Hawks didn't put different personnel on him until later in the game.
I wanted JJ on him.
Yeah, we could have slowed him down a little bit in the first. I don't know why Nate put JJ in at the end of the third quarter when he could have been used in the first when Hunter was picking up the dumbest fouls that they can give. Man.
JJ wasn't gonna play. Just to let y'all know that he wasn't gonna play if Dre wasn't in foul trouble. Just saying.
I just don't understand how you have a 6'9" dude on there and you don't think he can be an asset on the defensive side because Bogey was a no-show in the first half. You know what I mean? Luckily, we held the lead going to halftime, man, because we were scoring at a ridiculous clip. I like Capella off the bench right now. He brings a different type of energy, different dynamic. You can't really they can't really game plan for it because it's Trey's go-to man on the pick and roll and for the oop. John Collins had a solid, quiet night. He was very consistent behind the 3-point line, made some timely buckets in the lane, and Hunter was giving his all, man. But you can't even smell Luka without getting a foul, bro. I mean Hunter went. There was one play where Hunter just put his hands up, bro, and they called a foul on him when Luka leaned into him. I'm like, bro, come on, man. But then Hunter comes down on the opposite end, bow past Luka, goes up for the reverse layup. Luka knocks him out, and they don't call anything with the refs right down the baseline. So I was like, it's preferential treatment for Luka, man, and it's ridiculous because they want him to be the face of the NBA. To Mike's point, when Trey plays like that, 9 times out of 10, the Hawks are going to win. He had a Chris Paul game tonight. And what I mean by that, he was 18-12, 3 steals. He only shot 11 times. Took 1 3 tonight. And part of it was also because he twisted his left ankle too, man. You could see he was going straight line. He wasn't really doing a lot of side-to-side dribble. He would go straight line, blow past his man, get into the paint, and get the oop. So, good for Trey recognize that. I know that ankle kind of sore. We've always had problems with the sore ankles, man. Every time his ankle goes down, man, you can expect him, to be limited and probably be out maybe a game or two because that's just, it's like the Steph Curry effect with him when it comes to those ankles, man. Overall, good game. I just wish Nate could have rotated in Jalen a little bit faster, a little bit more to spell Hunter some of those fouls because Hunter was trying his all, you know what I mean? He still shot 50% from the field. Hunter did, giving all those 5 fouls and continues to being out of rhythm of the game. And so 4 in a row, you know what I mean? I know we talked about it a week ago. Mike was like, wake me up when they went 4 in a row, 4 or 5 in a row. Here we are, you know what I mean? With a reasonable bid to win against New York on when we play Friday night. Friday, play New York and going there, and then the schedule kind of favored us with the Clippers and the Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets coming up. So
we have a road trip too.
Yeah, you can realistically the Hawks play like they can. They can run off 8-9 wins playing this way, but gotta stay healthy first and foremost. Gotta stay healthy. Got to stay healthy, man. That's first and foremost. We are at our best when we have all personnel out there, and I think Nate needs to be more recognizable when he sees these guys getting foul trouble. You got help on the bench. AJ was terrific, like you said, came in, made some big buckets. But I just want to see Jalen Johnson more, man. He was heating up a little bit. His confidence was growing. And when you don't play him for a game and a half, they kind of derails his development. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. I mean, bro, I'm a loss for word. I don't know why Nate don't play Jalen Johnson, man. I mean,
all right, let's break it down there real quick because all right, it's basic in a sense or whatever, and I think the where it is, all right, the GM if they want it to happen right now or whatever, you move Bogey, you move Bogey. Yeah. I guarantee you see it because what happens is that I'm not saying it's right, y'all. I'm not saying it's right, but when we sit here trying to figure it out, I think what it is that Bogey plays and he staggers Trey and Dejounte. You feel me? And then if he do have Trey and Dejounte, he often would run Bogey as that backup to Dre or something like that. Am I wrong or what? I mean, am I saying that wrong?
No.
Okay, and then it's usually double O, JC, And now Clint is back now too. Since Clinton came back, I already said it. Like, notice JJ ain't been touching the court again. And the only reason why he got out of today is because Drake got in foul trouble. That's it. You feel me? So it's like, I don't know. You're not gonna move Clint per se. I don't think so. So I'm like, man, just go ahead and move Bogey for like a shoot. I don't know, a first or whatever, a draft pick and a pack of rocks, whatever you can get, and make room for JJ. Especially if you, as the front office, want him to play. Like, that's how I force him to be able to get on the court.
Can't you just move JC minutes now? I mean, he plays them for super long stretches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. Like, he plays, I think he played the whole first quarter and half of the whole second quarter. Then he put Hunter at the 4, at the small ball 4.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Because it's not like it's not like when JJ's been playing.
Again, like, I don't know. I'm just not upset with him playing a lot of minutes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not upset with John Collins or whatever. I mean, yeah, you could probably bring his minutes down. I guess so, but I ain't mad at it. That's
and then you play Bogey right into the ground. It's not like when JJ gets in the game. It's not like he's stinking up the joint.
I think Bogey.
But I'm saying though, is to move Bogey, because at the end of the day though, y'all always forget this too. Bogey and John Collins, they are getting paid. They're making a lot of money, so them folks gonna be out there. They're gonna be leaned on. So what I'm saying is that as a front office and if I'm the overall like architect of this team and this my vision, and like what Matt would say a lot of times with Travis, what he want, this and that, but the coach, I'll move somebody to make you play him then. Bogey can't play defense. He ain't shooting that great like that. You see AJ moving Bogey would increase minutes for both JJ and AJ Griffin, in my opinion.
That's why you don't see a lot of veterans on the team at that position. That's why
because they already tried to force him to play JJ, but then he found another way to avoid it. He moving Hunter to the 4. He found another way around it. He moving Hunter to the 4, playing Collins 40 minutes. I'm like, this dude find any way. To avoid playing Jalen Johnson.
Did he open hand smack him at practice or something? I don't know what.
I think Jalen is very close though. No, but honestly though, I think Jalen is very close to breaking through to getting consistently at least some minutes. Because AJ had some up and down times or whatever. Yeah. And also too, remember AJ didn't start out a certain way. But we all can agree that, man, AJ is like a whole nother level, man. So it's like it can be dependent on to an extent that he get out there, he's gonna do the JJ for a long time, 2 period stuff. We was talking about him being aggressive. Make sure you're doing it. He is starting to string together times and minutes, no matter what it is, being a solid contributor and making it to like where I need to be out here. And I feel like he just need to keep doing that. Keep doing it. Like I agree with you, Nate. Yeah, he old school did enough, but like I mean, it's just kind of go with these guys sometimes, bro. Like they ain't finna sit there and be sitting there thinking like, is he gonna do or whatever? Like we ain't got time for that, especially when everybody trying to win. We all trying to win, but I think he close.
And also, can someone answer me this? What do we sign Derek Favors for?
No,
so he can get some free meal and travel.
What do we sign this dude for? To sit on the bench? Like
some free food
we gave this dude a 10-day contract.
That was the front office telling you. That was the new front office regime telling we're gonna do something. So here we're gonna sign him to a 10-day. There, we made a move. You happy?
Bruh.
Seemed like they signed him just so they got to use the minutes.
When Landry went on the radio, they asked him about favors, and he was like, "Oh, within this today, we're gonna have 6 games, so he gonna have a chance to show us what he got." I'm like, he ain't played no minutes.
Yeah,
none.
Did y'all listen to what Fields said in the second quarter? I was watching the ESPN.
No, I didn't hear it. I was watching.
I don't know. I didn't hear. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who?
They was interviewing. This was their fake press conference for Landry Fields during the second and third quarter. I think they put a PR statement. They said they was gonna have him on the broadcast.
I called Matt earlier, and Matt told me about it Well, no, I brought it up, and he was like, Matt was like, they did that strategic. He was like, they know good well nobody watching Volley Sports when we play it on ESPN.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna host and then they're gonna put Landry on Volley Sports in the second quarter. I said, man, get out of here with that. I said, get out of here with that.
Landry was on 92.9 the game today.
hey man. Yeah. So
You're doing the press run.
Hey, Jamal, what you said was a word salad?
Yeah, it was just a word salad, man. They was asking them about what did Mike Bell ask? Not Mike Bell, but was it Big Hugh? It was one of them. They asked him about because it was on the morning show. What did they ask Landry about? They asked him about the Hawks on the win streak. And he didn't answer the question. He just had a word salad. I thought he was gonna say, they playing better defense. He said something about building relationships.
Hey, bro, this dude. I put it in the Twitter chat. I said Landry Fields trying to. I don't know. Y'all probably don't remember. Rob Pelinka and Matt John did a press conference, and Rob Pelinka was giving number word salads at the time. Also, I would build these players a off-season plan. Talking about I would make a slideshow for them. We're gonna do nutrition. We're gonna do nutrition ingredients. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's exactly how Landry Fields be talking.
Hey man, where Ticket at, man? What he said? What's the word is? Player involvement, the new age, young stuff. That's what it is. That's what y'all hearing, man. Landry Fields said it don't matter about nothing. X's O's nothing. We got to get them to have personal relationships.
Gerald Baby came
he said personal relationships, number one.
He's not gonna be on.
Oh, Gerald had his baby?
Uh-huh.
He did?
Hey, okay, congratulations.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, Ticket got another baby ticket up in the
baby ticket.
Congratulations.
He said baby ticket.
Hey, I want to go back to address the Derek Favors signing, man. Like, I think Favors was signed because remember the doctors wasn't sure if Clint will be back at the time he was. So if Clint wasn't going to be back like for these last couple of games, then Favors probably would have gotten out there at some point in time. I think he's just a emergency option, like break in case of emergency type of thing. But I don't really think he's gonna get any minutes with Clint coming back.
That emergency insurance is running out. We got a couple more days left.
Juan, they told me we was waiting on practice. For us to practice for him to play. That's what y'all was telling me. Waiting on practice.
Yo,
shit.
I ain't say that shit.
I think you're talking about Gerald. I think that's the person who said that.
That 10-day about to be over in like 2 days.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you can sign him to 10 days before you have to make a roster.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mike, what you gonna sign to another 10 day for? What did he show you?
He ain't gonna even play.
What did he show you?
To address Jalen, just like you said, he's learning to contribute when he gets out there. In 6 minutes, he had a 3, a rebound, assist, and a steal. So, and he was like a +3. So, in his 6 minutes, he contributed on both ends of the floor. You know what I mean? So that's just gonna breed more confidence, and you just got to maximize your minutes when you're out there, man. So,
because I asked that Lauren lady in the AJC, I said, "Can you please ask Nate about that? Because he playing the best basketball of his life. Then you bench him for 2 straight games. What do you think that's gonna do? What do you think that's gonna do for him?"
I saw
that's not player involvement.
I saw that response too. I was like, that's so true.
I'm about to say it's cliche or whatever, but they say you got to stay ready, man. You got to stay ready.
But Mike,
and I feel like Jalen is learning that, and he's doing that though. I give him credit. What's up, Adam?
Right. I was just saying, like, it's like I could understand if he played like hot garbage his last game. I was like, the Clippers game, he was a heater. The Toronto game, he guarded Pascal Siakam. He guarded Giannis the other game. I said, this man been playing well, and then we don't see him.
No more,
bro. It's like, come on now. And then, dude, the fact I watched Nate when on, I think it was Hunter. Hunter picked up one of those fouls. I think it was in the second or third quarter. It was a bad call too. Scott Foster made it. Bro, Nate went to go look at the bench. He looked right at Jalen Johnson and pointed right to Bogey. I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I said, "I know you got to get put Bogey back in the game."
Bro. Hey, this is a question to everybody. Why is Bogey playing 30+ minutes off the bench?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Why?
That's what I'm
he a
saying.
veteran.
3 minutes
That's
tonight.
what I said, Nate.
He a vet.
Nate
He a
gonna
vet.
lean on.
And you know,
Nate gonna lean on his 7 players, bro. Y'all
he
already
gonna
know
use-
that though. We already know this.
He playing starter minutes.
I think that's what I you know what? I really think that's the way to keep Bogey happy.
Dog, we can't keep him happy when he shoot 5 for 13 though. Like he was a no-show the first. I'm glad he showed up in the second half. I give him that. I'm glad he showed some timely threes and some big twos. But bruh, when he's not making his shots, he is a cone on defense. Everybody knows this. He had a good defensive possession against Luka when he shot that fadeaway, but he's a cone on defense, man. Y'all all know this. We sit here and drag this man every night, bro. When he not scoring, and so
you saw that three he shot Juan on the corner.
You saw him on a fast break when he came down, he got the rebound and went straight down and shot the 3 and he hit nothing, and then he came down and scored. Yes, I did see that. Ball didn't move not one time.
I said, what the
I think his knee messed up. I don't think he's right. I said I don't think he's right. I mean, not necessarily. I don't want to say again thing or whatever, but like when I'm looking at him and everything like that, and his movement and stuff, it's not like it's a limp or anything like that. It's just like I don't think the surgery necessarily helped, or I don't think he's where he needs to be after that surgery. Like he might not. I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain, man. It's kind of weird to explain, but he looks slower. He does. He looks slower, and I'm like, I don't know. All I can think of is that he got to leave and stuff.
Bogey been eating too much. That's what's happening.
Bro, he plays defense straight up. He ain't never sat in the chair. I ain't saying you got to be in the squat to 90 degrees.
Yeah.
But this man play defense straight up.
Why? You think Bogey go squat? Bro. No, this dude.
He ain't bending the knees, bro.
Yeah.
And guess what? Guess what, man? And guess what else about Bogey, bro?
What's that?
He got a player freaking option at the end of the year, dog.
He sure does.
That's why
I told you, analysts. That's why they're trying to trade him. Like you can,
you know he gonna, and you know he opting in. You know that.
That's 19. That's 19 million.
Yeah, he taking that in, man. It's one more thing I want to say. Dejounte, the last 3-4 games, been playing like a top 2 shooting guard in the league. I'm sorry.
Exactly, Gerald. My bad, y'all.
25 plus, bro. And he's shooting consistent. You can't say no damn star shit tonight, man. That boy put up 30 on 12 or 18. And I mean, he was in timely bucket after bucket too, man. Every last one of them we needed.
5.
He heard, Matt.
That light was shining tonight. I tell you, that light was shining. They put a new light bulb behind that light. That star. That star was shining bright tonight.
Bro, that star been shining for the last week. He might be player of the week this week. That boy been putting up 27, 28.
Hey, he deserved it. He
hello.
Hey, but Juan, before this week, Murray was one of them light bulbs that go on every 2 weeks.
But I'm telling you though, I think
it's that one light bulb that you keep having to replace. Like
it be flickering on and off. Be flickering.
Oh,
I'm like energy efficient bulbs. That's what I need. It's some energy efficient bulbs.
He earned player of the week this week. He should get it. He should get it. He should get it.
Hey, you see that, Matt? Hey, Phil said just the happiest he's seen you in a while.
He ain't too happy.
The talent is overcoming the sideline. I'm very happy about that. I didn't think I would see it. I didn't think I would see it this season, but I'm seeing it. So we might get that 6 seed maybe if we keep.
That's so disrespectful, man.
What's your thoughts on the game, Matt? We
didn't get your thoughts.
He just told you.
I thought Murray played really well. I'm not gonna lie, I was mad as hell that Jalen didn't play. I'm like,
me too.
He must have cussed him out or something. Like I said,
ate the last chicken wing. Ate the last chicken wing at the team dinner.
Something. I'm like, what the fuck
did JJ do? They was gonna grab it.
He got to bring that damn Chick-fil-A like AJ Griffin did.
Oh my goodness.
And the rotations, I didn't understand some of the rotations, but I felt that Trey played under control most of the game. I thought Murray mostly played under control. I thought he played well. I don't know what Bogey was doing on some of the shot attempts, like I said. Whew. And then his defense, was just awful. Some of them was bad foul calls on Hunter, but some of them was like mentally, you got to be more disciplined. Like, why are you jumping on a 35-foot three from Luka? Like, you just stay down. Okongwu got some of the fouls too. It's like, just stay down. Like, stay. You know, what I'm saying, make them shoot over your length. But overall, like, the rotations. The third quarter was just awful.
It was terrible.
All the way around, which is terrible.
Yep.
The fourth quarter was better. Murray, it worked, but I didn't like the process a lot of the time in the third and fourth quarter. But some of the shots went in, so credit to the players for making the shots. But overall, it's validated the last few wins.
My bad. Yeah.
Is that Chauncey in the chat?
I'm laughing at the chat and stuff and everything. That's all, bro. I ain't mean to laugh so loud and stuff, but I can just read it in his voice, dog.
Congrats, Nate. What are you congratulating Nate for?
Hey, Mike, I read it in his voice too. I was like,
Boy.
What are you talking about?
Chauncey said,
ransom. That's Chauncey.
Because, man, everybody be talking about all this stuff. And he like, did we win the damn game? I mean, yeah, sometimes listen to y'all, the little Nate stuff and rotation stuff, whatever you act like. And Gerald brought it up too. Act like we ain't won 4 straight and 5 straight when Trey won. So, I mean, been playing. Some working.
Matt ain't gonna get Nate no credit, bro.
Matt already said it. The talent is overplayed. We know your stance, Matt. We know. We got it, bro. It's noted. It's well noted.
I didn't bash him, man. I said I didn't understand his over reliance on Bogey. I don't understand why he playing John Collins like 18 straight minutes. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Even if you try to showcase him, I mean, damn, he got to get some water. I mean, you out there playing him into the ground. Oh my God,
it did ball.
He ran the ground.
You get fouls and timeout. You get fouls, timeout, and out of bounds.
Yeah,
that's when you get a break.
Damn, I know he tired. Damn. Sit him on the side.
Hey, what they used to do? Hey, I just gave you about 4 ways to take a break, man. You get a break on timeout, out of bounds play. When you line up for free throws is a break. When else is a break? Let me think another time. You get breaks.
When they do a review.
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Boy, like my coach tell me, boy, goddamn it, rest when you die. Hell, we talking about some goddamn rest. Then we win the goddamn game. Y'all right here talking about. Then we win the goddamn game. Believe it or not, it was smart to put Bogey on Luka with his no defense playing ass, but all them Euros know each other. So soon as Bogey got on him, believe it or not, he started taking crazy shots, turning the ball over, and all that shit. That called me a lie.
That is not accurate. That's not accurate.
That's interesting.
Fuck you mean it's not accurate?
That's not accurate.
That's an interesting take.
What you mean?
As soon as we went away from trap and we lost the lead, and Bogey got beat off. I'm telling you, Bogey, he didn't do nothing special. He forced to take one shot, one bad shot.
Did you watch the fourth quarter?
I watched all of it.
Who guarded him in the fourth quarter?
He guarded him 2 times, Chauncey. He made him shoot a tough turnaround fadeaway.
You ain't saying
who guarded him in the fourth quarter? Okay, I see what it is. Y'all got a hard on. Oh, y'all got a hard on. That's right. I forgot. Most of y'all got a hard on for Nate. Y'all want to see him fail. I get it. Did we win the goddamn game?
Bro, we already said we won the game, man.
We won the game. That don't mean you love everything you saw.
No, I won the game. Goddamn it, I ain't say I love everything I goddamn saw. I asked a goddamn question. Did we win the goddamn game?
Jesus Christ.
Y'all doing all this damn, man, what the hell the goddamn baby's gonna do? All this damn whining y'all doing? What the baby's gonna do?
It's not whining.
What the baby's gonna do? Shut up, boy, go to bed. Do your homework.
We're evaluating the game.
Yeah. Go do your goddamn homework. I don't want to talk no goddamn singing in high school right now. Now, listen. Now, I love analysts. It is what it is. But goddamn, go do your homework. You got. You got calculus class in the morning. Goddamn.
Johnson, what you done had to drink tonight?
No, I don't drink, sir.
Okay,
What?
cool. My
You
bad.
need to go to
Wow.
the
Like
garage.
shit,
Come on.
I don't drink, sir. I was situational drinking. Depending on the situation, I drink.
Was this a situation that needed a drink?
Yeah. I got some sangria downstairs, but I gotta have something nice and smelling good with me.
I got you.
But no. But listen though, man. Hey, I think that when they started switching Bogey on him, he guarded him more than 2 times. I'm sitting there watching the game now. Motherfucker gonna sit there. He guarded him more than 2 times. Y'all think he just only guarded him 2 times. But listen, I was the one saying stop doubling him. Because when you start leaving them shooters open, that's a recipe for a disaster. We got lucky that them shooters missed a few of them shots. They shot 16 of 42 from 3. Okay, we shot 13 of 26. They shot 16 of 42. Okay, all right. That could have turned bad by leaving them shooters open.
They had a lot of open threes too.
Yeah.
A lot of open threes.
I
kept saying.
I don't think they had that many shooters, but.
Oh no, they number wise they do.
Bertans is a good shooter. Who else?
Spencer
Reggie Bullock.
40% for 3. Spencer shooting 40.
All of them shooting, bro. Christian Wood, you ain't see him.
Reggie Bullock is a 3-point.
What's wrong with that boy there?
Reggie Bullock been playing some of the worst basketball.
Bro, he was killing it from 3.
What is this boy talking about over here?
The rest of the season. But what did he shoot tonight from 3? Look it up, analyst. What did he shoot tonight from 3?
Points though, a season high.
They do shoot a lot of threes, though.
What is this boy talking about over here?
If you go back and you look at the last game and the game before,
I don't give a rat's ass about no last goddamn game. We talking about tonight.
But you have to when you're looking at preparing coming to the next game. You got to use. You got to use the last game.
I see. Okay.
The last game, he been
he that one guy gonna give you an answer regardless. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Bro,
you're right.
Dorian Finney-Smith had 2 less rebounds than both our centers. Combined. That boy was grabbing every offensive rebound on John Collins in double O. Yeah. I was like, what?
Because we don't box out one.
Being the end of regulation. Yeah, that's crazy. But
Finney Smith from my hometown. That's crazy.
Bro, he was getting every offensive rebound. He even came and did a putback dunk on Capella.
That shit was crazy.
That was crazy right there. That was crazy.
That shit and the clutch time too. Like why aren't they getting the rebound on a play like that? You know what I mean? They're gonna let him dunk on him like that with 2 minutes in the game.
I'm telling y'all, don't box out. Don't box out.
Capella played like. Am I the only one who thinks that Capella played like crap tonight? Yeah. He could have. They have small players, bro. They could have went in there.
I like this bench roll for him. He's really shiny.
Yeah, I think. Bro. Well, not tonight. He didn't. He had one last bro. He had that one.
Usually when I hear see, I'm gonna tell you, like with me, men lie.
Trying to move Capella to the bench, man. Did y'all hear that? He low.
Yeah, look,
he's looking real
men lie.
I tell you.
Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. I'm looking at it right here. Capella, 7 for 10 shooting. He led the team in plus minus. Y'all know what plus minus stat, right? Plus minus meaning when he was on the floor, the team played best when he was on the floor. He led the team in plus minus, tied with AJ Griffin. That's 10 to 10. See, I do facts. I don't do that feeling shit. Y'all do like the feeling shit. See, he played. He had 7 to 10, 16 points, right? Okay. He had 6 rebounds off the bench. Okay, he had plus 10. Did somebody just ask is he the only one that thought Capella played like crap tonight?
No, I think what he's alluding to, Johnson, when Capella came in, man, he was playing against some of the second stringers as well. He had a couple first team and some of the second stringers in there, so they kind of allude to his playing like he did.
Yeah,
Capella
this is started.
Hold on. He had some good move where he had a couple steals that he let go right fumble through his hand. He had a layup and he just totally.
That's all it is.
He saw that wall. He stole that ball. Went down there.
That's what stuck in his head. That's what stuck in his head. The layup that he missed.
No, that's not stuck in my head. First of all, he also only had like 6 rebounds too, man. Like I said, like there was a lot of times he wasn't boxing out. He wasn't boxing out, and he started playing big minutes. And Dorian Finney-Smith, a 6'7" shooting guard, was coming in and getting rebounds on Capella and John Collins sitting there. Those are the things that worry me as a team moving forward because we don't box out like we should be doing.
You know what was really telling for me? Hold on. You know what was really telling for me? What was really telling to me is when we're like what was that? 6 minutes left in the game, and you guys go with like 4 guards and forwards. You know what I mean? Like as your small ball lineup, you're rocking like forwards almost all the way down the lineup, and you're doing better. And you're you guys are going like you guys are taking control of the game with your smaller lineup. That shit is so telling to me. You know what I mean? Like you guys need that big man, like for sure. But it's crazy how without a big man, you guys are almost more productive than when you have one on the floor. Like that is crazy.
Yeah. That's because our starting bigs can't shoot.
Oh, I agree with you. I think you guys do need to go for one. Yeah,
shoot, we could play with a. That's why I wanted us to go get DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
I want Ayton on the team.
Hell no.
This would be gross, bro.
Hell no. You think I'd be ready? You think I'd be ready to choke Trey out? You think I'd be ready to choke Trey out? Man, please. Hell no. Yeah, you think I'd be ready to?
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. You don't be ready to our small ball lineup.
Capella abuses. He abuses them every time we play him.
What? Oh, come on.
To put like in my opinion, I do like the offensive impact that Ayton would bring to your team. Like if we're just
man, I'm about to give him jack shit about no. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's all good, brother. He has the added like mid-range game for sure. Like I would never trust Capella taking a shot. You know what I mean? But Ayton is very versatile offensively, and he has the size and the ability to be a great defender in the league. And he is a good defender. I feel like he's above average, and he's quick on his feet for his size. So he can commit to if you need him to guard the perimeter a little bit. He can definitely do that. And I don't think Capella is a bad player either. To put this,
I don't lean more into Onyeka. I don't understand.
Well, Onyeka, man, I don't know what it is about Onyeka, but he's just not rebounding like I feel like he should be. Am I wrong for saying
Jordan, you do know a lot of his time is spent on the perimeter.
So no, I do get that. I do get that. He's pretty versatile defending. I get that. But when you're his size and he was rocking the 5 today, you need to get more than what he got tonight on the rebounding department. But
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. His goddamn.
I agree with Jordan. Matt,
his goddamn mama need. His goddamn mama need to call him. His goddamn mama need to call him again. That's what it is. Did he say his mama cussed his ass out last week?
Who?
Double
O. His mama cussed his ass out. He had a 20 rebound game.
Hey man,
he need to go get the board.
He don't know how to use. I don't think they know Double O know how to use his size. That boy 240, 6'9", man.
That's what I mean, man.
And he don't know how to shift his weight around in the paint sometimes, man. Somebody need to get that boy on an aggressive mean streak or something because he has the size.
I told you what needed to happen, brother. His mama need to call him again. Didn't you hear him say his mama cussed his ass out? He got a 20 rebound game.
I just don't think a lot of y'all, Mike. I don't think a lot of y'all are taking into account how much time I would say 70% of the time is spent on the perimeter.
I ain't finished what I was saying though, because I understand what you're saying. You saying that he spend time on the perimeter. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, at normally for center.
You still got to go for the rebounds, right? You still got to go for the rebounds. If a guy like Luka,
that's the thing. He still got to go for the rebounds. Another guy that you like, JJ. In JJ's short time out today or whatever, I watched him play on the perimeter. Okay, the ball was swung from his side to the other side of the perimeter. The shot went up. I watched JJ turn and run from the 3-point line around to the other side of the paint and grab the rebound. Double O have to want to go get the board. It has to be in him. Also, too, using positioning, doing the work. Once the shot go up, are you boxing out? Are you moving towards? Once the shot is up and he sees his release, it's double O fault that he remains at the perimeter. Is it in him to go get the board?
He don't do his work early. That's what he need to do, man. Double O need to do his work early. That's it.
Okay, but I have an issue. I have an issue personally with Matt's opinion. I have an issue personally because listen to this shit. If we're talking about him guarding the perimeter is the reason why he can't get boards, then why does he average 7.6 rebounds and Luka averages 9? Can somebody explain that to me? Because what is Luka, the point guard? He guards the perimeter the whole time and he gets more rebounds than the center does. That makes no sense. Per night basis, I get your opinion about guarding, all the way around the court. But Luka is a point guard. He's always at the perimeter, preventing buckets out there. So why can't he get more rebounds?
Whoa. Luka's not guarding anything. One. Luka's not guarding anything. That's one. Two.
Say what you want. He's the center's supposed to get.
Listen, man. Luka get a lot of goddamn rebounds because they basically a 3-point. I bet you he averages how many rebounds a game? What, 7 rebounds a game? It's
close to 9, bro.
He close to 9. I'm willing to bet 3 to 4 on my offensive board because all they do is shoot fucking threes. So he probably getting a lot of long rebounds.
You're right on that. You're right on that front.
Chance, they shoot a lot. Yeah, they shot 43 threes today.
They went 16 to 42 from 3.
Yeah, it was said they are the highest. They're definitely. It was said on the broadcast I was watching that they are the highest shooting team in the NBA, like the highest.
They shoot 53s a game because they know they're not gonna hit all of them, but they're like, if we can hit a quarter of them, our chances of winning are more because we're gonna hit more twos than you hit threes than you hit twos. So it's a good strategy. If you got shooting,
I mean, the one thing I will say though, in Onyeka's defense is like at the end of the day, he is just in the beginning, ends of his career, right? So, I mean, he's got a lot of time to develop that usage of his size and how he's gonna get those rebounds and box out properly and all those kind of things. Like he'll get those as the years go on. But if he's gonna be like, just my argument is if you want a starting 5 in the NBA and you want to be competitive, 7 rebounds a night ain't good enough. It's just my point, right? And that's just from your center position. You know what I mean? You look at the elite teams, they're getting more rebounds at that position. And I think that if the Hawks want to get there, you need more possessions. And all these offensive possessions that were extended because you guys didn't get the board from that 5 position is just beyond me. Like, I don't know how many times tonight that
aggravated me. That did aggravate me.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. So
that did aggravate me.
It's not that Onyeka can't be a good 5 in the league. I just don't think he's ready to be that solidified starting 5 because he's getting so limited rebounds and he doesn't know how to use his size, as Juan pointed out. And I just think that over time he might get there, but right now he ain't there.
At this point, with what's going on with the team, in my opinion, I'm gonna say in my opinion, analysts, don't you cut me off. You cut me off, I swear to God, I'm gonna fly a bird up there and slap the shit out you. At this point, I feel like what's best for the team is to keep Clint coming off the bench and keep starting Onyeka.
Right.
That's three people.
You sound like Matt.
To preserve. Listen, I'm a Clint fan. Mike knows this. DeMar knows this. Gerald knows this. I'm a Clint fan. But what's bad? I got him because I fucking want to be a Clint fan. God damn it! Who else said that? Now,
I'm a Trey fan too.
Fuck him. Now, fuck him. I don't like everybody. Everybody know I don't like his ass. I trade his ass right now. But listen, what's best for the team? What's best for the team right now is, in my opinion, to keep Clint. Boy, I'll tell you, boy, what I just tell you about interrupting me, boy? Can you hear? Now, shut up. Bring Clint off the bench. Keep bringing Clint off the bench. Hey, look here, man. This is from a coach's mindset. Hey, don't reinvent the wheel. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep letting Clint. I know eventually they're gonna put Clint back in starting lineup once he get his minutes back. But I would keep Clint coming off the bench and have Onyeka Mama call him twice a week.
Clint coming off the bench also preserves his health because we know the last 2 years he's been having a lot of lower.
Yeah, it preserves him.
So if he don't have to play such a high impact role, but you increase his minutes in the fourth quarter where he's needed most, those last 5 minutes of the game, I think you can get you get the better product out of Clint. And we're not high taxing him on minutes as well. Playing Clint right now 25 minutes, 27 minutes a game, and let Double O play the other 27 to 30 minutes is a good recipe for us right now moving forward.
I agree with that.
We just
real quick. Shout out my guy Blackberry Larex up in the building, man.
Blackberry.
First time up here, man. What's good, man? What's your thoughts on the game tonight, my guy?
Home team, what's going on, home team?
What up there, Blackberry? What's happening, man? What's happening?
The appreciate you, man, and what you do here, man. You got you a hell of a platform, bro.
I appreciate it.
OG, that's my OG right there, True Hurts. Hey, I'm gonna say this: we do need to work on the defensive boards. We give away too many offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
That's what's keeping teams in these games and why these games is remaining close.
I was heated about that shit. You want to know the truth? I was heated about that shit. I almost pulled my pistol out and shot my damn TV. Like, bro, block out, bro.
For real, it make you want to ball your fists up and just hit somebody. It just watching them give up all them damn offensive rebounds. I'm gonna say that.
And when John and Clint knocked the ball out of bounds. Now that's what I went and almost took a drink right there. Somebody asked me about drinking.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I almost threw my phone out the window. But I want to say this too. We got to remember something. When we come on these podcasts, come on these lives, a lot of the fan base is watching us. We got a lot of positive takes we could take from out of these last 4 games. More specifically, these last games with Clint Capella back on the floor and having Trae Young, John Collins, and Clint Capella with the rest of the supporting cast around him. Something I've been saying on my show, The Rex Pit, is we going to see this team turn things around when there's Trae Young, Clint Capella, and John Collins playing consistently with each other every night. We're going to start seeing this team really be able to separate in games, close games out. Tonight was a prime example of the continuity that this team has when those 3 guys are playing together. They are the pillars of this team. For everybody that want to see John Collins leave, you got to think about what this team had when we started building this team up from the ground up.
Man, y'all talk shit to him when y'all talking shit to me. Everybody got their quiet. Don't get quiet now. They ready to jump me.
Let me tell you.
They ready to jump me.
Hey, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you one person, man. You ain't finna change. And that boy named Matt. Matt, bro. Unless you Nostradamus and you can show Matt that we're gonna win the championship with John Collins, man ain't trying to hit that. Matt be like, hey,
Blackberry, quickly.
I like Jalen Johnson at the 4. I already know what Matt's gonna play, so I'm just trying to.
No, before you go to Matt, Blackberry, what do you think about Nate?
Well, think about Nate McMillan.
Yeah, that's right.
Ugh.
I don't mind Nate McMillan.
You know what? You know the loudest person that laughing. That boy supposed to be in the bed right now. You got that boy sophomore in high school. Take your ass to bed, boy.
I don't mind Nate McMillan. I think people got to take into account coaches can't control players getting hurt. They can't control players not having a full grasp of what their role is on the team. That takes time. That takes experience with one another. And when you get these guys back on an even keel, who you gonna blame when winning start happening? There's nobody to blame. When winning start happening, you can't blame nobody for anything. All you have to do is start giving credit.
All jokes aside, y'all.
I've seen many.
I frequently refer to the 1980 Los Angeles Lakers. The 1980 Los Angeles Lakers, man. Magic Johnson couldn't stand it.
We talked about them the other night, man.
Yeah. Magic Johnson could not stand Paul Westhead. It wasn't no secret. A lot of the players sided with Magic Johnson. But what they do, they remained professionals. They went out, did their job, won the NBA title, and went and told management, we still don't like him. They fired Paul Westhead anyway. So ain't no excuses for the players not to go out there and do what the hell they supposed to do. You supposed to do your job regardless of who the coach is. Now, do coaching matters? Absolutely. But you still supposed to go out there and do your job and do shit like what the brother talking about. Ain't no excuse for not blocking out. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse for not for not game rebound and not wanting the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fire the coach for that.
Well,
man, if you want to talk about
when you got four guards out there, right?
I don't give a shit.
It matters.
I don't give a shit. It does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter if you.
Wait, Chauncey, how is JJ supposed to do his job and he's sitting on the bench for 45 minutes?
Okay. Look here. Look, I'm a fan of the logo, not a player. I want to win. I don't want to be entertained. Y'all want to be entertained. I want to win. I don't want to be entertained.
No, well, you're not going to.
If I want to be entertained, I go to a strip club.
You're not going to win. You're not going to win like that.
If I want to be entertained, I go to the circus. If I want to be entertained, I go to the strip club. Y'all want to be entertained.
I want. Third quarter, Chauncey. You lost the third quarter.
Okay, you can. Okay, all right. We lost the third quarter, but we won.
Matt,
how bad they beat us tonight? How bad they beat us? We didn't lose the third quarter, actually. Actually.
We lost the second quarter. We lost.
We didn't. Okay, no. Listen.
Well, no, it's not about being entertained. So that's
no. We didn't listen. Listen. We lost. We did not lose. We did not go on there. We did not lose no quarter.
That's I'm saying that's
it ain't worth your energy, dog.
That's inaccurate.
It ain't worth your energy.
Hold on. No, Mr. Inaccurate.
Hey, you not changing Matt and the analyst's mind, man.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. What was the final score at the end of the first quarter?
No,
I'm talking analyst.
That's not.
Okay, what was the final score at halftime?
That's not what I'm referring to.
No. You said you said it was inaccurate that we lost. No, look here. I do facts, not feelings. Damn all that rigmarole. Damn all that analytic bullshit you talking about. What was the final score?
If I could have finished, what I was saying was inaccurate.
Hold on, wait a minute. Did he just say something about finishing? The way he cut folks off.
What I said was inaccurate is when you said that we want to be entertained. And you say you care about winning, you care about the logo and all this stuff. I said that you're not going to win playing four guards trapping, and you got people cutting back door, bigger guys, and you're gonna foul or they're gonna get the layup every time you're outside.
Well, you won tonight.
You have to.
How bad did they beat us tonight? How bad did they beat us tonight, Alice?
I mean, I could ask you the same question when you were talking about the defensive boards.
How bad did they beat us tonight, Alice? They beat the shit out of us tonight, didn't they?
Again. I mean, the way you were talking about the boards, I could have said.
No. Listen, how bad did the Mavericks beat us tonight? With that, because we ran a 4-guard set a lot. How bad they beat us?
I mean, we let them take a 10-point lead because of it.
They didn't win, but some of that was their mistake.
And so
you went up 5. You went from being up 5 to down by 10 in like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So there is something wrong with that process. It's another blown second half lead. Another one. We're second in the league in blown fourth quarter leads. So it's something. There is something to be said about the process.
Not gonna fly in the playoffs.
When you blow a lead, that means you lost.
No, not necessarily.
How bad they beat us?
That's what it means.
I mean,
blown lead, a blown lead, a blown lead. No. A blown lead counts when you lose, bro. What are y'all talking about?
It counts when you lose.
There y'all go. All this
that's a blown lead.
All that goalpost moving shit. You can't piss down my back and tell me it's raining. How bad did the Mavericks beat us tonight?
That has nothing to do with the process.
Teams are gonna go.
Are we talking process? Are we talking about process now? Okay.
Teams are gonna go on runs. It's the NBA. You can't expect you can't expect your team to just blow everybody out the water every single game just because they get up 12, 15 points.
But when
teams are gonna go on runs.
When I see an active issue that could have been stopped from them going on a run, then it needs to be addressed. We're not allowed.
They stop it? Did they stop the bleeding?
But they stopped the bleeding. We're doing what we're doing what we asked. They put in JJ. I stopped the run.
Hey, I think we missing the point here. What was being said. All right, you can't sit up here and tell me as someone that's played sports, coach sports, or watch sports that you may win, but there's always pros and cons in a win. All right, look. We do notoriously have a quarter, like Damon pointed to a couple of days ago, and in some of the wins that we usually go let the team get back in, and that was the third quarter. No, we're not saying we need to sustain a big lead the whole game because it's very hard to do with the personnel we have. We know we have a team that doesn't play defense sort of for 48 minutes all the time. We're not saying that. We're saying, yes, we won the game. We're happy. But you can't sit there and say there's not things that we can't work on. Like he said, the rotation. When they got back in the game, we had 4 guards out there. All right, that's not a recipe for success moving forward. All right, because you're going to give up a lot of rebounds. All right, and then you don't have no presence within the paint. All we're saying is Nate can.
This is why I love
from having different rotations out there, man. Like I don't understand how we can't sit here and say, "Oh, we won the game, so everything is cool and kosher."
No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who were the 4 guards? Who were the guards?
When did they have 4 guards in there? Somebody.
I mean, they probably did, but I just want to know who were the 4 guards.
Bogey, Dejounte, AJ, and Trey. And you had John Collins in there one time. That's 4 guards. So that's your small lineup. In the third quarter, that's when they did that. That's the foul line.
They did it in the fourth. Actually, it was like the fourth in like 7 minutes to go.
That's not the small lineup because
that's
small.
That's the small, but is that a small lineup?
That's what he's alluding to. That's what Matt and Alan's talking about. That's what they're talking about.
Was that the lineup for the majority of the game?
Somebody tell me
in a short time.
Somebody tell me when they had 4 guards in the game and how long they was in the game.
It was like the fourth quarter.
You're missing the whole point because you're trying to draw a conclusion that we're not happy because we won. All I said was we lost the lead. And
answer the goddamn question. When did they have the phone? You started telling me how about me.
They said when. They said when, OG. Now we want to know how long. How long were they out there? How long was that lineup?
It was long enough to lose the lead.
Of the third. Y'all hear me? Most of the third and early part of the fourth.
Okay, thank you.
We went from being up by 5 or 6 to down by 10.
Okay.
Then
all right.
Okay.
JJ in the game. JJ gave him a quick spark. AJ hit a couple shots. Then the momentum. DJ hit some shots. That's when the momentum turned. But that has nothing to do with the fact that
stay right there. Stay right there.
Out there.
Stay right there.
Blackberry, you know what I'm doing, right? You already know what I'm doing, right? Okay.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Stay right there.
You already know what I'm doing.
Stay right there at where the momentum turned. Stay right there.
Okay. All right.
Now, when that momentum turned, how long did it take for Nate to switch that lineup up?
It took him because Capella was in there. I want to say maybe 2-3 minutes.
2-3 minutes. So, in other words,
what transpired in those 2-3 minutes, though?
In other words, it's 2-3 minutes out of how many minutes in a basketball game?
No. That's not how long that lineup was out there.
It wasn't a change.
I'm talking about the momentum turn and when he changed the lineup.
The momentum turned when Dejounte hit 2 threes and they went to a 60-second timeout, and then we came back and played 3 more minutes, and then we changed the lineup. That was the momentum turn. Dejounte played really well tonight.
Blackberry, the whole narrative is they in their feelings because JJ wasn't playing. That's all it is.
No,
I'm looking at
it's not just JJ.
Jalen
It's the fact
Johnson
that he had
because
Bogey out
JJ
there for extended periods of time. It's the fact that multiple issues.
But you can't complain about defensive rebounding and then get mad at us for wanting a bigger guy in the game. I mean, that's it doesn't work like that.
Why you got Capella on Luka at the top of the key? I mean, how stupid can you?
After he splashed a 3 right in his face at the end of the first quarter.
Oh yeah, so y'all just nitpick.
Defense.
Defense. Nitpicking. Oh my!
Y'all just nitpicking, huh?
Johnson, what do fans do? What do fans do? They nitpick. That's literally what we do. That's why we call fans.
Yeah, but what we trying to understand is when does the positive?
Thank you for giving me a definition of a fan. Thank you.
When do the positive takes come in?
They don't listen, man. Listen, Blackberry.
We don't want 4 straight.
Blackberry, listen. They want to fire the.
Hold on, OG. No, what I'm saying is, since I turned it on the show, wait a minute. Since I turned on the show, all I've heard is negatives.
So you want
since
to
go straight out and every time I turn on the show, is negatives. But see, this go back to what I. But this go back to what I was saying. This go back to what I was saying. The fan base is watching, and if they hear you have nothing but negatives to say, mostly not nothing but mostly negatives, they're going to think this team ain't no good.
Okay, let me say something.
Which one is it? Is it that?
Say something. Hold up. This shit. We don't be negative over here. What we do is this. We give real opinions on what we see and what we think about the team. Yeah, I'm gonna say like this, and Chauncey will tell you, I ain't even want Trae Young on the fucking team. I ain't want his ass. Everybody knows.
You talking about when they drafted him?
Everybody know I wanted Luka Doncic, right?
The first substitution.
Is this. I say that to say this. We ain't nothing wrong with us having difference of opinions. If Matt don't like Nate McMillan, he don't have to like him. And he can have his own reasons. But what I don't like is when, and that's why when people giving their takes, I don't say nothing. Because I'm one of them guys, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I've been following this team for a long ass time. And let me tell you something. I know niggas born and raised in Atlanta who don't fuck with the Hawks.
That's true.
We all do. We all know.
So it's like this. This is how we feel. So, and guess what? If you're a fan of Nate McMillan, that's cool. If you're a fan, and like I tell them, I'm not a fan of a player. Chauncey will tell you, I'm a Hawks fan. I don't care. I don't care about superstar. I don't care who here. I don't care who come and go. I don't bow down to none of these damn players because players come and go. But guess what? My ass still be here like I am every other year for the past 35 years. So this is not a negative channel. But
and at the same time, and just to add to that, Demont, can you imagine
one thing I'm not going to do? And you can check me when I be in New Pass City. I'm not a rah-rah fan. I'm not going to say, yeah, we the best, we the best. If something wrong, it's wrong. And that's just your opinion as a fan. But I can't sit here and let you come up here and say, hey, all you hear is negative. Because I'm going to tell you like this, and they'll tell you in the chat, after every win, I'm playing music. I'm turning up.
Yes, you were.
I'm turning up. But guess what? When we lose, I'll be right here talking cash shit about their ass.
Okay.
I'm in
the third quarter.
I'm just saying,
I'm in the third quarter. I'm in the third quarter right now.
We give our own opinions, man, and I just don't like people calling. If Matt don't like Nate, that's his prerogative. I just don't like somebody saying, man, you basically being like a hate. No, he got his opinion, and he got whatever. whatever he considers facts.
And if everyone had the same damn views, Demont, if everyone had the same damn views, this shit would be boring. If everyone and every fan thought the same damn shit, this would be a boring ass thing to watch.
Look, man, I'm in the third quarter right now. I'm in the third quarter.
Professional athletes or none of that. We just fans giving our opinion, man. And you know what?
Right.
Any of the Hawk fan base got an issue with me? I don't care.
Right.
I could care less. I've been rooting for these niggas a lot. I've been rooting for this team. All the niggas on Twitter who 25 and 30, I've been rooting for the Hawks longer. They've been alive. Them niggas ain't even seen Dominique. They ain't seen Tree Rollins. So I don't give a fuck. I could care less about what any other person think about how I feel about the Hawks. I be supporting these niggas. I got all this fucking shit for these niggas.
The first substitution in the third quarter was made when DeAndre Hunter got his fourth foul. Bogey Bogdanovic came in and subbed for DeAndre Hunter. Bogey Bogdanovic is a guard forward. Okay.
Bogey sucks on defense. We all know.
Okay. No. Listen, I'm going back to the 4 guard thing. Okay. I'm going to the 4 guard thing. Okay. All right. That was made at the 10-minute mark of the third quarter. Okay. All right. Because I was told it was 4 guards on the floor for a significant amount of time. Okay. All right. But it's good. The one thing about it, your eyes don't lie to you. Now, everything else might lie to you, but your eyes don't lie to you. Okay, so right now, at the 7:25 mark, I see DeAndre Hunter. Excuse me, I see Murray, Young, Bogey, Okongwu. Okay.
Listen, man.
And who else?
Listen. Nate finna get fired anyway, man.
We already know that.
And Collins. I thought they talked them in the stand. That's what I was told.
Hold on.
He getting fired at the end of the season. They don't want him, bro.
Check it out. Mac had his time wrong, but the 4 guard lineup was at the 6:11 mark in the fourth quarter.
That's what I said. It was in the fourth. I remember it being in the fourth, bro.
I'm sorry. I thought it was the third. I apologize on that.
Dejounte, AJ.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Juan, for that. Appreciate it.
They get fired anyway, bro.
Mac was right. He just had the wrong timestamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And you know what's funny? And sorry, you know what's funny is when you guys put them in at 6:11 in the fourth quarter, y'all went on a run and took over the game. That was the time that you guys took the lead. Was when this lineup was playing. Just to put that out there, just so we get the facts straight.
Okay. So what's the issue there?
I don't know.
Just the fact that we had 4 guards out there.
The facts. Yeah.
Bro, they're saying they went on a run when that lineup was on the floor.
They don't mess with Nate, man.
That's my whole point. See, that's my whole point.
It's mine, man. That's why I'll give it a tip.
I'm not trying to change nobody. Mind. But here's the thing. You justifying. I'm gonna say the negativity. I'm not saying being negative. You're justifying the negativity. You don't want to be called on the negativity, but you want to force your opinion.
But
OG.
You brought up an issue on defensive rebounding, and I
didn't bring that issue up. I spoke on it. I didn't bring it up. I spoke on it. So guess what? That's incorrect. I didn't bring it up, sir. I spoke on it.
It is an issue. The defensive rebounding is an issue. I stated it as well when I first came on.
Y'all do know we top. Y'all do know we top 10 in the NBA in rebounding, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't even get that out when everybody was killing Clint Capella. The only way Clint Capella right now is not second in the league in rebounding because he went up under the required amount of games because he was out for so long. That's the reason why he's not second in the league in rebounding right now. Because he went up under the required amount of games.
What?
Go ahead.
When I talk about not liking Nate coaching, it's not personal. I don't know the man. I'm looking at what I see out on the court. It's just the rotations. It's lack of ball.
It's because you don't like the rotation. Is that what it is?
It's bad. If you have
what makes them bad? What makes them bad?
Chauncey, if you have any team, Oklahoma City, any team in the league, Miami, if you have 15 blown fourth quarter leads and you have a habit of doing the same rotation over and over and over again, which Nate is notorious for, that means something is wrong with the rotation because you wouldn't blow so many leads if your rotations were fine.
Okay.
So rotations,
Matt.
the ISO ball.
Sometimes them players just fucking suck, bro.
I mean,
sometimes it's the players, man.
Yeah,
and then you got
they can't make shots.
And then you got to think about this too. Some of the best rebounders ain't been in the game.
It ain't all on Nate.
I don't know. No, it's not all on Nate.
Especially for issues
like JJ. JJ can rebound. He's 6'9". He's a good defender. He didn't play. I can't blame him or bash him because he didn't play.
But you can't. Oh, but you know what, Matt? You know what? On the middle, but you can't knock him because we won the game.
No, I'm not mad. I said
that's
I'm not
why.
mad.
I didn't say you mad. I didn't say you mad. I didn't say you was mad, Matt. I said you can't knock him.
Listen, man. That's why I keep asking how bad did the Mavericks beat us tonight?
You know what it's like? It's like when I'm watching soccer, right? When United wins, all the fans on the United fan channel be like, the manager got the tactics all correct. He's excellent. And then, but when we lose, they be like, man, he got the tactics all wrong. Bro, I mean, it's
bro.
We won the game, man. You gotta celebrate that, man. We gotta give him credit, bro. Y'all do him dirty, dog. When y'all don't
give him credit, but Jalen Johnson.
I agree with that.
When
Jalen
Johnson, when we were talking,
you know what?
You didn't bring
Matt
it up. We were talking on.
If the plan, let me tell you something, man. If the plan don't go y'all way, y'all ain't gonna be happy, bro.
No, what I'm saying
that's what it sounds like.
You brought up.
That's what it
we
sounds
could
like.
win a championship right now, and I guarantee you, Matt and Annas will feel some type of way if Jalen Johnson only played 5 minutes.
That's what it sounds like.
But listen, that's wanting to be entertained, and that's wanting to be entertained, and not wanting to win. If you're winning.
No, I'm not saying that. I know why they want him to play. I'm gonna keep it real. Do I believe Jalen Johnson is probably better than John Collins? Yeah, he probably is right now. I ain't even gonna lie, because he can handle the ball. He can shoot from all over the court. They want him to play instead of John, but I'm gonna tell you like this, and I think it was Juan who said it earlier, or it was Mike, bruh. It's politics to this. You not sitting a John Collins making 20.
You're not sitting nobody making $25 million a year. But they don't think, bro.
Yeah,
you're not doing that.
A horrible season for you to justify not playing a dude.
Come on,
right. The owner already cheap as hell.
But on top of that, Jamal, one more thing. One more thing, Matt. Before you go, brother. Here, another thing here, in my opinion, which is really important, that nobody is really alluding to in this case is this. And analysts, you definitely somewhat have to agree with this point because we talked about it previously. The Hawks in recent years have had issues fully developing players to their max potential, right? You guys have an opportunity here with Jalen Johnson and AJ Griffin to slow and meticulate their development instead of just throwing them into the fire. Like, you guys have a great chance to make these players be elite before you just throw them out there against this elite talent for 36 minutes a night, and you guys can really make them something. So why I would not be upset about them not playing minutes.
Did anybody hear what Landry Fields said tonight? Did anybody hear Landry Fields on the broadcast tonight? No. Did anybody hear Landry Fields?
Man, what did he say? He ain't nothing but a little.
I had the sound turned off when I was watching the game.
Okay, hold on. Well, Landry Fields pretty much said in no uncertain terms that JJ needs to be patient. That's your general manager now. That's your general manager.
No, I get what you guys are saying, and I get what you guys are saying, but like, just for one to prove it, right? You guys, analysts, you talk about the Raptors as a great development team all the time. You say that to me, right? But you got to look at these guys that are worth a lot and playing at an elite level, like OG, who this is his 4th or 5th year in the league. it takes time to develop these guys, especially those taller players who aren't completely sought out, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like AJ Griffin, I can see him being a elite player down the line.
You know what he
Can I ask y'all something?
But Jordan,
I bet Landry Fields, when he told him be patient, he probably meant, hey, be patient. We're working this John Collins trade. Just be patient.
Okay, whatever you mean by that. But here's the thing, though. Somebody explain to me what the fuck the Toronto Raptors have done minus a mid-season trade to get Kawhi Leonard.
Shit,
I mean,
won a championship.
They couldn't get Landry and DeRozan to be on the same page for the whole time they were there.
Hey, Damon, I want to address one point that you said, and a couple of y'all about the money. Yes, John Collins and Bogey make significant amount of money, close. With Bogey making close to almost $20 million a year. You say they make a lot of money, so they're going to be on the court. John Collins did not play for almost a 10-minute stretch this game, man. A 10-minute stretch. He went out at around the 1 minute, 154 mark in the third quarter. He didn't come back into the 3-minute mark in the fourth quarter. He was also one of our most efficient players at that time. Jalen got 6 of those minutes at that time for right there. You know what I mean? It is a lot to be said about the rotation. As a fan, this is just my opinion. You know what I mean? When we win, there are still things that we can work on. That's in any team, sport, organization, anything you do. It's not about us just coming out being negative. It's just talking about the things that we can increase on and can be consistent with. All right. We sat here at the top of the show and talked about Trae Young being a true point guard, a Chris Paul type game. This is the first game where Trae Young has won a game and played efficiently. And he didn't make 1 3-pointer. All right. So those are the things that we already talked about. We already talked about Trae Young's deficient rating has increased, and he's been the best defensive player on the team since the beginning of the calendar year, with 9 steals in the last 3 games. All right, so it's not about, I read the comments too. It's not about nobody come out here talking about being negative, man. All right, but we're not going to sit here and talk for 2 hours about how we just super and uber positive. We're still in the 8 seed. We're still an 8 seed team. All right, had we been playing like this at the beginning of the year, minus 1 injury or 2 injuries, we could be in the 3rd and 4th seed right now because the East has been up and down. All right, so I don't.
100%. I agree. 100%.
I don't know why fans sit here and gloat and say, well, we're on a 4-game winning streak. We had the same caliber talent to do this in the first half of the season, and we blew 4th quarter lead at the 4th quarter lead at the 4th quarter lead. All right. So what's changed now? Between now? One, we're getting healthy. That's number 1. Number 2, Dejounte and Trae are learning to play together. All right. If you look at LeBron and D Wade when they first came in 2010, it took them about 30 so games, but they were just uber athletic players. And I mean, they're Hall of Fame players. We don't. I'm not saying Trae's not Hall of Fame right now. He's on his way to the Hall of Fame, but we don't have that same level of athleticism and player base we have. But what we do have are 2 really good players in that backcourt. All right. And right now they're figuring it out. They learn to play with one another. We learn to play with the certain. Every good player has a certain teammate that he likes to play with, and they get high success. Trae and Capella have very high success with one another. We looked at Dejounte, Jalen Johnson, and a combination of Collins. They play together well. So Trae's trying to. Nate is trying to balance those minutes as well. All we're alluding to is Bogey is playing starter minutes, and Bogey's not a starter. If Bogey's not contributing offensively, he's not going to give anything on the defensive side. All we're saying as a fan base is Jalen could have came and helped tonight spell Hunter some of those fouls that he was receiving on Luka Doncic. That is not a far stretch. That is not being negative. That is just pointing out what we saw in our opinions of what we saw on the game tonight. And that's it, man. All right, so fans can sit here and say all the bullshit, all y'all negative, y'all, it's better when we win, better when we lose because you have better takes. That's BS, man, because you're going to have positives and negatives in every win and loss that you have in the season. You can go 82-1, but I guarantee you somebody going to be like, well, we could have did this better in that win. That's all we're saying, man.
And Gerald and Mike, what I try to do, especially with DeMond, I try to keep y'all from those roller coasters, those high ups, and then crashing when we lose, because some of the same traits you see in the wins, they come back and we lose. The difference is we don't hit shots when we lose. And you know what I'm saying? Like most teams, you don't hit shots when you lose. So I'm trying to keep it more balanced so we're not like super happy when we win and then like, what the fuck happened when we lost? Because it's a lot of the same tendencies in both wins and losses. Tonight, we won, However, the third quarter, what happened? The offense got stagnant again. It bogged down, isolation heavy, no ball movement. Murray hit some phenomenal shots that doesn't take away from the lack of ball movement, the lack of rebounding. I was saying not just JJ, Frank, throw Frank out there for a couple minutes to get some rebounds. Throw Derek Favors out there for a couple minutes to get the rebounds. It's not exclusively to one player favoring. Yes, I do like JJ for his skill set, but that I'm not blind to the fact that other dudes didn't play either. AJ should have played more minutes than Bogdanovich tonight. I said a month ago that Bogey's getting way too many minutes for his production level. AJ should be getting those minutes. And then, Jordan, you talk about with Toronto, I saw Pascal Siakam be brought along slowly in Toronto. I saw him play 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 13 minutes, 15 minutes, right? They put him in, play him a stretch, take him out, talk to him, put him back in. That's coaching. What you're seeing with Jalen, play well 2 weeks, for 2 weeks. Best 2 week stretch of his career. Don't play for 3 games or 2 games. Put him back out there for 5 minutes. Don't play him again. So it's the roller coaster. Again, back to Nate. My problems with Nate is very specific and enumerated. They're very specific. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with his relationship with Trey, has nothing to do with any of that. It's specific things that you see that the team would perform better if he didn't do it. And it's
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
It's the same things he's done to get fired 4 other times.
Matt, you need to hold Trey to that same standard you hold Nate to the end.
My thing is that. And I want to hop in here just real quick. And Matt, everything you said, Juan, you two, and CJ Lewis, you said it perfect. And by the way, Kareem, no one's asking anyone to play everyone. I wish that a lot of y'all would come on the show instead of just being chat warriors. But
thank you.
Say your piece. It's just I feel like this, right?
Next shot.
All I was saying, and I got murdered with a bulldozer. All I was saying was, if you're gonna talk about defensive rebounding, we have a 6'9" Jalen Johnson, 7 foot Frank Kaminsky, 6'9" Derek Favors. Okay, and we had there's plenty. Vic could have got in there and gave you energy. Okay, all I'm saying is that, listen, we cannot sit here and talk about and Matt used the roller coaster. This team will get you so up high, very up high. Okay. And listen, losses are gonna come, bad players are gonna come. But come playoff time, or against better teams, it's not gonna work. We can't go ISO ball. If y'all are saying that Trae Young is not a superstar, this ISO ball stuff is not gonna work then. Okay, it's not going to work. If he's not a clutch player, it's not going to work. Okay, so we cannot sit there and rely on ISO ball down the stretch. We're playing against a set defense. We're not moving the ball. Everyone's standing in the corners, taking out of rhythm shots. And then on the defensive end, we may play good defense for a couple plays, And listen, when I came on, it was a great win for us. Okay, I'm all about I don't think I've been ever too high, unless we're talking about the Eastern Conference Finals on wins. But I'm very happy when we win because we got to win. But to me, getting too high on wins, it just seems like we're not. It seems like we're not focused on improving and getting better. We have to improve. We have to get better. None of these teams. Like the Hawks, they'll probably go celebrate, but they're not going to sit there and just harp all the way through the win. They got the Knicks on Friday. We're sitting at 8th in the East, like Juan said. We're not sitting here a top 4.
Hey, Damon,
what's up?
Didn't you? I just listened to everything here. I just listened to everything they said. Didn't you, in your rebuttal to what Blackberry said, you pretty much in no uncertain terms said everybody got a right to their opinion, right?
Yeah.
Yet I'm being told by these gentlemen not to get too high or too low. So basically, now you're telling me what type of fan to be. That's some fucking hypocrisy.
That's not what I said.
No. Don't listen. I heard it. I know what I heard.
What?
You basically hold on. No, don't wet me like that, bro. I know what the fuck I just heard. Listen, you basically saying don't get too high. I don't need to be told don't get too high. I've been a Hawks fan since 1970 motherfucking 8, bro. I don't need to be told. I don't need a lecture on getting too high. I don't need no lecture on getting too high or getting too fucking low. Period. I don't need that. But thank you. Thank you, but I don't need that lecture.
OG, let me touch on a few things.
Wow.
Let me touch on a few things. First, I want to say the defense in the fourth quarter was very encouraging. If we can get that defense quarters 1 through 4, this team is going to be even better in the latter stretch of this season.
I agree.
But everybody should agree on that.
The rebounding
everybody should agree on that.
The defensive rebounding issue, it didn't just occur when a smaller lineup was on the floor. It occurred even when John Collins and Yanka Okongwu and Clint Capella was in the game.
You stole my thunder, Blackberry. God damn it, you Blackberry. You stole my thunder.
So it's not just about the size and athleticism, because John Collins is just as athletic as Jalen Johnson. Clint Capella is sneaky athletic. I don't think people even realize how athletic he is when he's healthy. It's a problem. It's been a problem for the occurrence of the season, even with a big lineup on the floor. It's something that not Nate McMillan has to fix. That's something that the players got to fix.
Well, Blackberry, they already said
they got to stop falling asleep on defense.
How old was y'all? Listen, how old was y'all when y'all found out? How old was y'all when y'all found out that Dejounte Murray averaged more rebounds than DeAndre Hunter? How old was y'all when y'all found that out?
This is evident. He was been doing this since the Spurs days. You know, this been done the Spurs days, but a lot of times also is Dre is guarding like the most high impact player on the team too.
Oh no! I love Dre Hunter.
He's the best on ball defender.
I love Dre Hunter. Dre
can use his 6'8" frame, OG, like you said, to get in there and get more rebounds. He got to have that motor too, man. I'm not gonna. Demond said it too. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he is not part of the problem, because him averaging 3 rebounds a game is pathetic, you know. And you got Dejounte who averages like 7 to 8 a game. You know what I mean? I will just give Dre an inkling of why he's not averaging as much as that, because he's always guarding the best perimeter player out there.
And I agree. It's just something that I pointed out. I mean, first of all, at the end of the day, everybody got their way of seeing things. Now let me respond to you, brother analyst. You just called out the folks that was typing on the keyboard. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, that was real clever how you said that. Okay, that's real clever.
It's the truth.
Okay. Now, if they come on here, could you do me a favor and let them talk? You cut a lot of folks off. I'm not on here as much as everybody else, but you cut a lot. Like the minute I said something, you immediately rebutted and replied, and I wouldn't even finish talking. That's the only thing I'm saying. Just if you want people to come on here, that's fine. That's cool. Hey, let somebody else have the floor. That's cool. That's it. Please don't do them like you did me.
Hold up, analyst. Hold up, man. Analyst, hold up.
I'm quiet. I mean,
analyst, hold up, brother. Hold up. I will say, I think like we can all agree, sports kind of gets us all into like, you know, an atmosphere where we're all pretty excited, and you know, especially when it comes to a team that you support very heavily, you know what I mean? Everyone gets kind of passionate and they get excited. But I will say, I've been on here a couple times now and I've watched for a while. Analyst is one of the more respectful guys out here. But I mean, every day, you know, you never know, some sort of conversations can get you a certain way. But I think everyone on this has been overall pretty respectful over the previous episodes and shit. Just sometimes stuff gets out of hand a bit, right? So not trying to dispute anything.
Ain't no reason to be disrespectful.
I'm just trying to stick up for my guy, you know.
I mean, ain't no reason to be disrespectful at all.
Y'all
look,
need to go in the garage, man.
Yeah. Everything. It ain't that deep where it's personal now.
Right.
It ain't that deep where it's personal.
We won tonight, man. We won.
And I'm happy.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, at the end of the day,
to Nick and.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm gonna tell you why I ain't fucking jumping up for motherfucking joy. Okay, because this team should be fucking 10 games over 500 right now.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, man. Okay, good win tonight, but people done heard me say this tons of times. I'm past all this other shit that some of these fans enjoy. I'm past a 4-game win streak.
Yeah,
okay? I'm done with shit like that because I've been rooting for the team so long, and it's just disappointment after fucking disappointment after fucking disappointment.
I get it. I get it.
And then they disappoint you. So and I'm just telling you how I feel about this current team right now.
Let me pick it back on what you just said. Anybody
right now?
I want to piggyback on what you said. We the ninth seed. AC now.
Hold on real quick. Nobody I know who a Hawks fan, especially in New Pass City, thought we was gonna be 1 game over 500 in January.
That's what Mike said. Or Mike, that's what Mike said.
Listen.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Listen.
And nobody thought that.
Listen, I go live to New Pack City after every game. Go back tomorrow when you get it before you lay it down and listen to one of the first 3 sentences I said on the live. I said, how many times you done heard me say, "Hey, we ain't gonna throw no confetti"? How many times you done heard me say that phrase?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
man.
I said we ain't gonna throw no confetti. I said because honestly, we should have been playing like this. I clearly said that tonight.
And I tell people this all the time. They always have me drinking the freaking Kool-Aid.
Oh, I've drunk it before too. I done got real drunk off of it.
Like this, I'm gonna tell you like this. People want to come up in here with the mumbo jumbo. Well, y'all should be happy. Y'all should be happy. Let me tell you something. Go to a fan base that wins championships, and let's see what they be talking about.
Yep.
Let's go to the Lakers. Go to the Laker Nation.
I live there. They hate it, bro. They trying to trade the whole team right now.
They don't settle for this shit. We over here talking about something. We should be happy. I ain't fucking happy. I've been here already. Tons of times.
The ball be killing me when you be doing that shit.
When we won 17 in a row. I've been all that nonsense. So
I ran into a Knicks fan today. I ran into a diehard.
Up and down for joy because we won 4 games in a row. I'm sorry. I come up here. I give credit at the beginning. I take all wins. I don't care how we get them, but let's be real. Let's be real here, okay? This team is 1 game above 500, and some of y'all cats in here is accepting that nonsense. We got a $200 million player. We got a player we just traded 3 first-round picks for and a pick swap. We got Hunter at $100 million. John Collins $125 million. Bogey making 18 million a year. And y'all we won game over 500. And y'all are excited. I don't understand the logic. I don't care if they winners of 6 of the last 8, my guy. We should be a top 4 team in the East.
Agreed.
I agree.
Tell me I'm lying.
I agree.
We definitely should be a top 4 team in the East. We should be a top 4 team.
And we over here 1 game over 500 with less, and we don't play half the season. And y'all
I 100% agree.
But let me ask this question. Let me ask 2 questions. If we fix the defensive rebounding with the way we played tonight, don't you think this team is a lot better going on for the rest of this season?
I agree, and I'm gonna tell you what I really think. We said, and people see me write this down. We are a Trae Young led team. When
Agreed.
his ass play defense,
Agreed.
when his ass not taking 30 shots, when he not taking 11 threes and making 2.
Agreed.
Look, I bet if you go look at our numbers, if you go look at our shooting numbers right now on this winning streak, he's taking less threes, which is bringing up his percentage, and he's taking less shots per game and making more.
And we're winning.
A leg team, man. Think about it. When
Tonight he went 5 for 11.
Having your pieces. A lot of that got to do with having your pieces. A lot of that got to do with having your pieces.
We
get
pieces.
These guys.
What else you need?
No, you done had guys in and out the lineup all season.
Bro, let's be real. He done played with all these cats already. He done played with them all besides AJ Griffin, who ain't played with on the roster.
They got to play. They have to have continuity with one another.
Blackberry, I agree with you.
And the reason in this season, I'm not talking about past seasons. I'm not talking about past seasons, but this season, when he shot the ball more, is because he's really had to. But when he got real quick, this is something I've been saying on the Rex Pit. When you got Clint Capella, John Collins, and Trae Young with this current team, those are the pillars of this team. Those 3 guys working together, working their magic together, their chemistry together. When those 3 guys are on the floor together, the rest of the team will come along with them.
Blackberry.
And we saw that tonight.
Blackberry. I'm gonna give you 3 games right now. That's the difference between us and 8th seed and probably 5th seed, and it's just off recent history. Golden State, Charlotte Hornets, and Houston Rockets. Charlotte Hornets, we got blew out the water with our starting lineup. Blew out the water. The only person who's missing was Bolton. No excuse. Charlotte Hornet is a lottery team. That's number 1. Number 2, we was up by 15, 20 points on Houston Rockets. And we sat there, we want to showboat and do all this bullshit, and we lost that game because we didn't want to play defense. And lastly, the Golden State Warriors, because of DeAndre Hunter going to the baseline, not because he got injured or whatever. Trae Young just stuck in no man's land, sitting there looking at the ball go to DiVincenzo, and he shoots a wide open 3. Those are 3 games right now that separate us from the 6th seed right now, just off the top of memory right now, man. All right, and that has nothing to do with continuity. It has to do with just playing dumb as hell throughout the game, bro.
The Thunder too.
Dumb as hell basketball.
And Juan,
we can keep going on and on, man. You know what I'm saying? But there are games that we should have won that we tricked off. And Chauncey talks about it every single fucking game that we tricked off. We have big leads and we come back and we lose. Another one, Orlando. How the hell you let Orlando score 50 points in the first quarter?
You absolutely right about that one.
Oh, how little do we forget these things? You know what I mean?
What it is this. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on, let me finish. And then we played Hawks basketball with DeAndre scoring 24 points in 1 quarter and still end up losing the game by 10 because of dumb basketball against lottery teams. There was one point, Blackberry, that we had out of our 16 wins, 10 of those came against teams that were 500 and below. 500 and below. We're not at that point no more, but we're just alluding to we're playing below standard basketball because we're not playing for one another. We're doing dumb shit on the court. We're playing ISO ball, all the things these guys have said over the last couple of shows, every day, every month. Well, we could have been the difference, man. And like everybody's right to their opinion, man. But I think if we would have shored up some of those things, we could have been the difference between us and 6th and 5th seed right now.
And if we had an owner who would spend some damn money, he traded Kevin Huerter to save some dollars.
Let me respond to that real quick. More than one thing can be true.
Okay.
It can be true that the rotations need to be better. It can be true that the players need to be better. It can be true that even with the starting lineup in them games that you mentioned, Juan, even in those games, we had to stop the bullshit and get serious and start taking teams more seriously. All those things are true. But at the end of the day, when they kick the bullshit, which I'm starting to feel like they done kicked the bullshit. The team look like they taking not only themselves more serious, but they taking other teams more serious.
Blackberry took 2 years to do that, though. We did the same thing the last year.
But see, I'm not concerned. But that's the thing. I'm not concerned with last year.
It's a culture.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned with right now.
Definitely a trend.
And while you got guys in the chat that might be glorifying 4 wins, they need to stop that. But just like I said, you got a lot to build on from these 4 wins. What I'm seeing, a lot of the talk about the team ain't playing for Nate, I don't see that. I see this team playing very well for each other, including Nate. I'm seeing this team come together in 4 quarters. I'm seeing this team kick the bullshit and stop all the trying to be prima donnas, stop trying to be highlights of the game, and everybody's playing well together. Now with the ISO game, late in the game, every team does that. What you have to do is you have to get the damn boards when the ball don't go in the damn net.
Blackbeard,
the good teams. The good teams don't do that ISO shit.
Blackbeard,
do, as much as they do.
I agree with Blackbeard. Every team do that shit.
Not to the extent. Not to the extent.
Blackbeard.
Every team does that in the 4th quarter.
There's a reason why I don't watch the Hawks broadcast, because we're kind of biased. But they even say the same thing. In the last 5 minutes of our games when we were losing, we stop and go straight ISO, and we get brick after brick after brick.
We do it too soon sometimes. I give you that.
Movement.
We do it too soon.
That has been our Achilles heel this whole season. We have leads in the 4th quarter. In the last 5 minutes, we don't know how to close. The last 4 or 5 games of
that's a fact.
Played, we have closed games. We have
that's
closed in the 4th quarter. All right, that has been our biggest Achilles heel. And those games that we just talked about previously, had we did what we supposed to do in the last 5 minutes, you can tack on 5 or 6 more wins, which is a big difference of where we at right now.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to what Blackberry said. How did you word it? That there's more than one thing that can be true on that.
Yeah, more than one thing can be true.
Warren, you right. Blackberry, you right. Because yes, I see 90% of the teams in the league do what we do. Hell, we walked down the Clippers. I don't know how the hell we won that game. We walked down the Clippers, them doing that exact same shit. They handed the ball to Kawhi and expected Kawhi to take them home, and we came back and beat them. Like, everybody get a ball to their stars down the stretch. Now it's all about execution and who gonna grab it. Who go see? There's a difference between getting buckets and bucket go getters. Okay, there's a bunch of guys out there that can get buckets. Okay, but when you are a bucket go getter, meaning you can get that stop the bleeding bucket. Okay, you can get that put the dagger in bucket. You can get that bucket to keep us from going under bucket, or keep us in the game bucket. Everybody get buckets. There's a bunch of them can get buckets. But hey, a lot of times our bucket go getters don't come through when it's time to come through, and the coach get killed for it. Now again, the ISO ball part wouldn't be bad if there's a little more movement down the stretch. A lot of times those guys, they sit back and they do sit up there and they ball watch, and they basically turn into spectators. And yes, y'all right, that shit can be aggravating. But for the most part, I see that as a trend with most of the teams in the NBA. No, they're not. No, they're not the Hawks. But I see that a lot. When I hear people raise hell about it, we talk about this a lot. New Pack City group, Warren and Damon and Mike and Gerald. If Gerald is still here, listen, man, we talk about this every day. Look, pretty much teams do the same stuff. Basically, everybody run the same offense for the most part. Pretty much all the teams run some type of variation of a pick and roll. Because
not as much as we do. We run it the most in the league.
The pick and roll is our game though.
But
that's,
when you got
that's all I saw.
Clint Capella and John Collins running that pick and roll action like that, ain't nobody figured it out when all three of them running it.
Shit, we didn't run as much as Dallas tonight.
Yeah, they figured it out when it's two of them. But when all three of them running it, ain't nobody figured that out.
But
we didn't run as much as Dallas tonight.
Let me tell you what's funny though, man. The funny thing is this. This is the funny thing. Nate not even gonna be here next year, so I don't even know why.
I know that's why I'm
he's not gonna be here. So I mean,
that's the rumor. That's the rumor.
He gone, bro. Patiently waiting. So what we need to be shit. We need to find out who's gonna be the next damn coach. Shit.
I was gonna say who's gonna be the next guinea pig around.
But guess what though? Let me ask y'all something. Listen, given how cheap wrestler is. Are you all the way sure Nate gonna be gone?
How cheap Nick? How cheap Nick wrestler is? Not Tony wrestler. Nick wrestler.
Gave Travis $40 million, right? You know that, right?
Nick wrestler is the
walk
cheap.
out the door.
He gave
Tony wrestler ain't cheap.
You think he ain't gonna give? You think he ain't gonna give Nate McMillan $6 million? Yeah, he gonna give him that little bit of change.
Wrestler ain't paying for that. Tony Wrestler is a cheap owner.
You telling me Tony Wrestler gonna pay two coaches two head coaches?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about no front office personnel.
Yeah, you know who gonna tell him to do it? You know who gonna tell him to do it, Chauncey? His son gonna tell him to do it, and he gonna do it.
Yeah,
Nick gonna tell him to do it because Nick gonna say, "Hey, Dad."
But you think Atlanta's gonna do that? You think Russell's gonna allow that to happen?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Damon. That's what I'm saying. It's Nick Wrestler, not Tony. It's Nick Wrestler you got to worry about.
Well, I also got to worry about Tony because Tony laying down and listening to everything Nick say.
You imagine what Matt's going to say. You imagine what
I think it's going to come down
next year.
Hey, go ahead.
I think it's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to the Nate.
Russell going to allow his son to ruin his team reputation like that. You think?
Wait, where you been at, Mike? Where you been at? What you mean?
But think about it. You get rid of coaches in 2.5. I mean, two coaches.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of Nate McMillan, bro. And guess who's gonna guess? Well, you know, the first coach got fired because the owner wanted him fired.
God damn! So, I'm saying,
yeah, that was.
You think Russell gonna let his son?
Bro, who you think? His son is the president of basketball operations, man. He already running it.
I'm saying, you think Russell gonna let them get rid of two coaches in the span of 4 years?
He shouldn't. He shouldn't. But he let Nick Wrestler run the show though.
Okay, look, the first coach, the owner fired him. So obviously he wanted to get rid of him.
He was out of there anyway.
With that,
bro. And now he Nate wanted to quit.
And
they talked him into staying. Bro, he don't even want to be here.
He didn't want to be here.
Okay, so I was just about that.
I don't know if that's a fact or a rumor though. I don't know if that rumor.
It's an article.
When I say the Hawks are dysfunctional, we are dysfunctional.
That front office is dysfunctional.
The owner's son is 27 years old, and he's the president.
He's poisoning that front office.
Experience.
He's poisoning the front office. And that's real talk. Nick Wrestler is poisoning the front office of the Atlanta Hawks.
Why is Nate still the head coach?
True.
I think Nate only doing it because he just like the players.
No, I ain't talking about that. Why is Nate still the head coach?
Like Matt said,
from what they said, it was PR. They didn't want to look like they're completely unstable, so they didn't want to get rid of Travis and Nate at the same time. So they got rid of Travis and then wait to the end of the season to get rid of Nate to keep the appearance that there's some stability.
Wait a minute.
It was in the AJC 2 days ago.
Who is they?
The organization. They don't want to look like it's a complete chaos. So Travis is left. They paid him his money, gave him his $40 million. Nate, they keeping Nate because for PR purposes, they can't look like it's complete.
I'm gonna tell you who they is.
Newsflash! It's already chaos.
It's already because I'm gonna tell you who they is. They is Nick Wrestler. That's who. That's Travis Schlink. Him and Tony Wrestler have a very good relationship. a couple seasons ago,
they don't.
we
No,
heard
they don't.
no. Travis Slink and Tony Wrestler have a great relationship.
No, they don't, bro.
I know they once did.
You got it. They still do.
Hey,
you got to go down the time. You got to go down the timeline here.
my guy.
Who was the mouthpiece? Who was the mouthpiece for the Atlanta Hawks a couple seasons ago?
20 seconds, Damon.
It was Travis Slink and Tony Wrestler.
Hey guys,
that's who you heard.
My bad, man. I gotta end the show real quick. Hold up, boom. Hey, catch y'all. Salute to the chat.